everyone. My name is Lesley Jones and I'm the Archives Manager here at the Northeast Georgia History Center. Today we wanted to show you what it's like to archive on a budget. Why on a budget? Well, because we need donations from people like you to help us preserve these artifacts the way that they should be preserved. So let's start today with how we archive here at the History Center. So today, we are archiving kitchen supplies. We have a lot in the archives that have not been cataloged yet. So here are a couple that I thought would be really interesting to show you. So we have stuff like Johnson's powdered wax for dancing floors, and it still has powder in it. Pretty cool. Colgate shaving mug soap. Bluebell brand pears. It even still has the tin. Something in there. Maybe we'll find out. So we're going to try to archive all of these today. So we need our banker's box. First thing we need to do is label the box so we'll be able to find it when we're in the archives. So right now I'm working on the shelf A4. So this box is going to be A4, shelf 2, box 1. And then we write what is going to go in the box. So I'm going to say kitchen products. See, first step, already done. Pretty easy. So next we need to pad the bottom of the box to protect the artifact from the hard surface of the box. So we have these styrofoam sheets here, and we cut it to size. Now our box is lined. So now we can start actually cataloging the artifacts. So let's start with the very first one. Let's start with that dancing powder because it's so cool. Alright, so when we're cataloging this, we need to look at every single thing about this item. The size, the color, the texture, the company, any of the words, how there's still powder in it, that'll be a great note, and the condition of the item. So we're going to start putting that in the system here, and then we'll get to wrapping it. Alright, so what I put here was, it's powdered wax for dancing floors. It's made by S.C. Johnson & Son. The colors are white, yellow, and black. It looks like there could have been some green in here at one point, so I did add that. Then I added the company that it's in is Racine, Wisconsin, and it is large size, so I added the 14 ounces. Then I said that it's cylinder in shape, and it has the little powder holes, and it also has powder still inside. There is this label on top. It is hard to read. It does say 1909, so I did add that. And then for the condition, I said it's rusted and a little warped on the bottom, and there's this dent here on this side, and obviously it does have some rust, but really for 111 years old, it's in great shape. Let's look at it a little bit closer. Right? Great shape. Alright, so we're gonna pack it. What we need is tissue paper. So you take 2 sheets of tissue paper, and I'm gonna first do it long ways and then do it widthwise, just to try to cover it to make sure none of the powder falls out. Just to make sure it's really tight, I'm gonna do it one more time around the top. So that's it. Our dancing powder wax is done. Very first artifact that goes in this box. Takes a little while, but really it gets to be so much fun to catalog these things. So let's try to finish this whole box. Black raspberries. Another can of the same black raspberries, except this time the label is in much better condition. Much better. So since this can is exactly the same as the other can, what I did was I just added notes on the other one, except this one I made sure to point out that this one is in much better condition. So when we do use it in our exhibits, that we would use this one instead of the other one, and maybe clean up that one, maybe better preserve that one, but actually use this one. Bluebell peas. This can of peas is packed in syrup made with high-grade sugar. 1906. Fascinating stuff, I gotta say. In this can of peas, what was in it? The shaky thing? A piece of shale. Random piece of glass. You might be asking yourself, Leslie, are you really wiping this with a glove? I am, because it's already dirty. Why not? We'll just make a pretty little pile. Pretty little pile. It's fine. It's fine. 100-year-old dirt. Rowley's pure granulated nutmegs. Even has a recipe for donuts on the back. I would not recommend these donuts. Guaranteed wholesome and unadulterated. That's how I want my nutmeg. Maybe there's still some in here. Aww, there's a dinosaur on it because it's oil. It does not evaporate, so I tested it and it doesn't evaporate. Woo. This one's a little different because it's in really great shape. We're going to keep the box for these lids, but because there's so much wiggle room in here, I'm going to pad the box to make sure it doesn't wiggle anymore, and then we're going to wrap it. So how we doing on the box? Nice job, right? Thanks. So the box here says it's wide mouth canning caps with snap lids, but that is not what's in the box here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap the box and the lids separate because it is a different product. That way we can use both. 1986. We're getting pretty full here. I think we can fit in a couple more of these tiny items. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it, but it still has the label on it and everything. Used maybe a couple times? Jeremy, smell it. I'm gonna smell it. Actually not that bad. Pretty cool. I think someone donated their sewing kit. Has some binding, some buttons, replacement pocket, all kinds of threads. Needle. Little lace trim. It's kind of cute. So when someone donates a collection, we archive it all together. So say someone donates 12 items, each of the items will be in that one collection. They all need to be wrapped together, they all need to be typed in the system together, everything needs to stay together because it's one collection. So we have, I'd say, at over 10 items here, so it's going to take me a while to catalog all these, but this will be a one collection. I think I'm just going to call it a sewing kit collection because there unfortunately is no name of the person who donated on this box. If you're watching the telethon, let me know that this is yours. I'd love to actually catalog it with your name, but otherwise we're just going to name it sewing kit. I have trouble seeing colors sometimes that are blue or green. What do you think? Is that blue or green? I'm gonna go ask Liva. Liva says let's go with the neutral and say it's teal. I'll take it. it looks like two different colors. It looks green. Green? I'm gonna go with green. If it's not green, tell me. Let me know. I'll fix it. Okay, I actually want one of these. Do they still sell these? Somebody tell me. It has the bobbin on the inside. And then you can actually cut off the thread right here. I do cross stitch all the time. This would be the lifesaver. I want one of these. Do they still exist? Somebody tell me. This fabric here, or thread, can you see the, I don't know if it's, there's a pattern on the thread that they were making that turned into this here. They made that. I don't know how you do that. How do you do that? I need to ask Marie. She'll probably know. That's amazing, right? It looks like just a random piece of thread. But she made it. Whoever owned this made it. So, like I said, don't underestimate your donations. We have a name. I'm not gonna reveal it just in case they don't want people to know that they donated it, but we actually do have a name on the bottom of a checkbox. Pretty cool, right? So this probably is the person that donated it, so I'm gonna write down their information, and if it is you, let me know. It's such a cool find, and there's 27 different items in here. So what I'm doing, since these items are so small, it'd be really hard to actually put these in the box and have them easy to be found. So I'm gonna leave them in the checkbook box, but I'm gonna pack it up so where it won't move around, and the thread will be saved, and this amazing fabric, everything will be protected in here. So the archives consultant, Ava, when she came to help us basically teach me how to do this stuff, she taught me a lifelong lesson, thank you Ava, is the shake test. So when you want to protect something like artifacts, something really fragile, even when you're packing, you want to do the shake test. So I'm going to shake this and make sure nothing moves around, and if it isn't, it's good to go, and if it does, we need to add more tissue. You're the best, Ava. Wind beneath my wings. Let's take a look at our box to see if we are full. So I think we could fit more stuff here, but we don't want to put it on top of the artifacts because then it could mess with the ones on the bottom and the ones on the top. So what we do is we create another layer, like when we padded the bottom, we're gonna pad this layer here and then we're gonna add on to it. I think this sheet is already done. Perfect. See? Now we can start a new row here without damaging any of the items down there, like the floor wax or the Colgate soap that I kind of messed up. So let's get started on another layer. paper. Little Tommy Tucker sings for his supper. What shall he eat? White bread and butter. But, is that a Mother Goose rhyme? Oh, Little Miss Mary, it is. These are a little loose. What are we gonna do? We're gonna put tissue down there to make sure it doesn't move. And then we're gonna do the Ava shake test. Why did I take off my glove? So we have 2 items left, but I don't think they're gonna fit in there comfortably, and I don't want them to be crushed. So we're just gonna finish the box. We have quite a bit of room left, so what we do is we fill it with tissue, make sure it doesn't move, and it's protected. So let's do the Ava shake test and finish the box. There we have it, one finished box. This took maybe, I want to say, hour and 45 minutes, and that was to do, let's see, 40 things. This is why the archives are so important. That's why I volunteer most of my time doing the archives, because of how much work goes into doing this. Because one of the things the donation goes to is actually preparing these the way they should be. When I said we were doing this on a budget, we really are, because we should be doing this with acid-free tissue, we should do this with better padding, we should do this with acid-free boxes, but we're making do with what we have. So donations would be amazing. Thank you for joining me. This is my all-time favorite part of my job, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I'd love to do this again if anyone's interested, and if you have any questions about these items, or if you'd like to donate anything, please let me know. Bye!